Right, we finished our written methods for multiplication. Now we're going to look at written methods for division. We're not actually going to use a written method for division today because we actually need to recap what division really is. We need to see why division is the inverse of multiplication. Now, we looked at this a bit last term, but this is incredibly important that we understand this. Not just so that we can get an answer, but so that we know why we've got the answer, so that we actually know what's happening. So what I'm going to do today is go over showing you something, and you might be sitting here thinking, yes, but I can tell you the answer to that. That's not the point. The point is understanding what's going on, where these numbers are going, how these arrays are built, and what they actually tell us. So we're going to revise the links between multiplication and division. So multiplication is the inverse of division. It's doing division backwards. So multiplication is taking lots of small groups of something and putting them together to make one big amount. Now what we've got here is a picture of 3 rows of 4 things. There's a row here of 4, a row here of 4, and a row here of 4. And to work out our answer, we need to know how many there are altogether. 3 times 4 is 12. Now we know that we can rotate that 90 degrees, and we could have something that was 4 rows of 3, and it would look the same. We know those two facts are there. Division is the opposite. It's taking this array and breaking it back up into bits. I know I have 12 things, and I know that everybody needs to have 4 each. Well, how many groups can I make? Well, I can make 1 group, I can make 2 groups, I can make 3 groups of 4. It can go the other way. I could say I've got 12 things, I want to share them between 3 people. How many will they each get? Well, one person will get that, one person will get that, one person will get that. They will each get 4. Now you can just say, well, I know my times table and I can rearrange it, put in the big number at the beginning, oh, and I've got an answer. Fine, but you need to know why this is happening. So multiplication is making arrays. We've just said this. So let's draw one out. 3 times 5. It's 3 rows of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 3 rows of 5. And we get our answer by counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3 times 5 is 15. So we knew how tall it was, we knew how wide it was, we just didn't know how many were in it until we actually drew it and counted them. So division is breaking arrays up. I know how many is going to be in the array. It's going to be 15. I've got 15 things. And I know how many is going to be in each group. There's 5. I want to give each person 5 things. I just don't know how many people I can give these 5 things to. Well, I can give one person 5 things. And I've used up 5. But that's not everything. So I can try giving 2 people 5 things. I've used up 10. Well, that's not everything. I can try giving 3 people 5 things. I've used up 15. Excellent. So I was able to give 1 person, 2 people, 3 people 5 things each. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. I knew how wide the array was, and I knew it was going to have 15 in it. I had to work out this bit here. Problem with division, and the reason why people find division hard, is division can be 2 completely different things. This one was, I've got some stuff, I know how much each person needs, how many people can I give that to? So this could be, I've got 15 cakes, and people need 5 cakes to feel full, so how many people can I feed? Well, I can only feed 3 people before I run out of cakes. But division can also be, well, let's have a look. Or 15 divided by 3. In this one, I know how many groups. I've got 3 people. 1 person, 2 person, 3 people. But I don't know how many cakes they're going to have each. Are they going to have 1 cake each? Are they going to have 2 cakes each? Are they going to have 7 cakes each? Well, if they have 1 cake each, I've only used up 3 cakes. That's lots of cakes going in the bin. Well, if they have 2 cakes each, let's call them Bob, Sam, and Jane. If they have 2 cakes each, well, I've only used up 6. That's cakes going in the bin. Are they going to have 3 cakes each? Well, that's only 9. I'm still wasting cakes. Can they have 4 cakes each? That's 12. I'm still wasting cakes. There we go. I've used up 15. Well, how many do they each have? They each have 5. So division can be 2 different things. In division, you always know how many you've got. You know what the total is. You know what the large number is. You either need to know how many groups or how many in each group. So if I go backwards, this one, I knew how many was in each group. I didn't know how many groups I was going to have. This one, I know how many groups I'm going to have, but I don't know how many are in each group. So I can have another times table fact. So let's have 5 times 9 equals. This is, I've got 5 groups, there's 9 in each group. How many have I got altogether? I have got 45. But I could say I've got 45 things, and each person needs 9 of them. How many people can I actually give stuff to? 5. Or I've got 45 things. Each person's going to get 5 things. How many people can I actually help? 9. Okay? The big number always has to go first, because that tells us how many actual things we've got, how many total things we've got, how many total cakes, how many total sweets, how many total puppies, it don't matter what it is. And then this number can tell us one of 2 things. It either tells us how many in each group, or it tells us how many groups. And then this number tells us the other one. Okay? So let's look at the work. The work is just using the 6 times tables. It starts off with a simple multiplication. 2 times 6, what's the answer? Then we have one here that says I've got 18 things and I'm dividing it by 6. That might mean I'm dividing it into 6 groups, or it might mean I'm dividing it into groups of 6. But whatever it is, you've got to think what number goes in here. So you can think to yourself, if this was a multiplication, it would be something times 6 equals 18. Which one of my 6 times tables has got the answer 18? That factor that was at the beginning becomes the answer at the end. Now all of these ones here are just various missing numbers. So they're bits of a calculation with a bit missing. So as long as you know a times table fact like 4 times 6 is 24, 6, 12, 18, 24, you can work out various different facts based on it. And then whichever bit they give you as a missing bit, you can work out. And then we've got these worded questions. These are worded questions. I would like worded answers. This is where we need to be thinking. Is it asking us how many is in each group? or is it asking us how many groups? The actual calculation ends up the same, but it just helps you write your sentence at the end. So how much for 3 DVDs? Each DVD is £6, so there's 6 in each group. How many in 3 groups? So that is a multiplication question. 18. How many eggs in total? There are 4 groups with 6 in each group. That is a multiplication. This one here. Jack saves £6 each week. How many weeks must he save to afford a model that costs 48? This one, I know the total is 48. And I know that I'm saving for 6 weeks. So that there is, sorry, I'm saving £6. So there's 6 in each group. The question is how many groups? And the last one here. He runs 6 kilometers each day, and how far does she run in 1 week? So this one's a multiplication again. Only one of them is a division, but you need to be able to look at these and look at the language and work out, is this divide, is this times? Because I either know how many in total, how many groups, or how many in each group, and I will always know 2 of those facts. And whichever 2 I know, I can then work out the third one. Okay, hopefully I've not given away too many answers. Hopefully this won't be too tricky. It's a hard concept. It's a concept that always confuses people, and it's a concept that's very difficult to clearly teach, and it's very difficult to clearly teach without blocks and things that I can share between you. But hopefully the fact that we did this a bit last term and this video between them should make it a little bit clearer. And then next lesson we can go on to actually doing a written method for division.